Right. I will say, to start off, I do miss the Lost Chapter's old title screen menu, which would be just like a random background from the game, but they were all like custom visuals that looked really nice. Fable Anniversary just has this kind of storybook thing, which I appreciate, but I don't like as much. Yeah, that was the last one we tried, huh? This is a fucking playthrough that I have been trying to do since this game came out. Actually, since before it. On a previous YouTube channel, which got deleted, back in prior to 2013, I tried to do a Fable LP as the very first LP that I was trying to do because I really liked Fable. I thought it'd be a good, soft introduction. And ever since then, me trying to play Fable has been fraught with difficulty. The original one, just my equipment wasn't up to snuff. I couldn't really do it. I think I got one video out and then just the whole thing fell apart. I tried again a couple years later, same kind of problem. I tried again, I was recording on a different laptop. My laptop killed itself halfway through the game. I tried again like a year after that. Something happened, like the videos kept getting like exported at a too low of a resolution to use. And I tried again recently and I had the same fucking problem, as you can see from the save file. And when I was originally playing this game, I was doing it on PC, and then I was like, I want to do it on Xbox, because I don't have any achievements on the Xbox version, and then I'll fucking unlock all the achievements in the fucking playthrough, and it'll be cool, because it'll be like, because all the achievements have like two different versions. The icon is based on which way you do it, although that may be the Steam version only. And I thought that would be cool to do, but now it just doesn't fucking matter, I guess. So yeah, I'll be doing a new game. Completely new one. I also don't like how the save system in the Anniversary version works, because it has something similar to the way Saints Row saves the game. It only saves up to the completion of your most recent quest and nothing after that, and it's to prevent save exploits and duplication bugs, which the original game was known for, specifically weapon duplication or getting items you're not supposed to have, out of sequence, etc., or past when the game wants you to have them, because there are some weapons where you can only get one weapon and not the other weapon, and the save system would allow you to get both. But putting that aside, I want to actually play the game. I will say, the UI is definitely a lot better in this than it is in the original game. However, it has a lot of visual bugs in this version, unfortunately, which, as far as I can tell, never got patched, because even as recently as the last time I was playing this, or attempting to, record it, there's a bug in the item menu where when you pick up an... Oh, shut up now.
Deep in the forest of Albion lay the small town of Oakvale, unchanged by time and untouched by the sword. Here lived a boy and his family, a boy dreaming of greatness, of one day being a hero. Sometimes he imagined himself as a noble knight or a powerful wizard. And other times he dreamt he'd be an evil warrior. But in all his dreams of greatness, he could not possibly imagine the power of the destiny that lay before him.
Come on.
And you know what also kind of sucks is that by trying to make the graphics as quote-unquote realistic as possible, I feel like they've kind of annihilated the entirety of the art style that Fable 1 had. Because Fable 1 was always supposed to be really cartoonish, but they've tried to go for, like, realism in the textures that they overlaid onto the old skeletons and models, and I don't think it works. I think they should have just kept the cartoon vibe. Because look at your fucking character! He looks so fucking weird!
That should be enough to buy a
The only character that works in this art style is Jack of Blades, because he was always kind of an out-of-place, grim, dark fantasy character, you know? Shoot!
lost
Bleh.
Rosie. I love
Shoot!
her, and I can't
Fucking hell.
remember where.
God, this fucking
Her
child
stuffing
looks like a
is
potato.
changing today, and I can't find her.
Is that a
Please
thing you need to
help.
do with stuffed animals? I guess, like, in the old days when they were more susceptible to, like,
She's a
mold
lovely
and
little
environmental
furry bear
problems, you had to,
with
like,
a
change the
blue
inside
patch on
bit,
her
but it
back.
still seems a little weird. Bleh. Oh, and I fucking, not only am I sick, I just fucking found out that 5 or 6 hours of my goddamn, Shadow of the Erd Tree playthrough are completely corrupted in terms of my commentary, so they're gonna be uploaded without any goddamn dialogue. And it's only the most fucking important parts of the DLC. Ugh, or rather, the most interesting, at any rate. I love how the instant I turn the fucking camera on, I fucking get all nasally and my throat gets all fucked up. Whole rest of the day, no problems. The instant I'm in front of a fucking camera.
Tell you what, if you keep this little secret,
Bleh.
I'll give you a gold piece.
This always made no sense to me because you get busted for it instantly. But who the fuck is telling on you?
Good lad.
The
Here,
guy?
have this gold piece.
His
My advice to
mistress?
you.
Like, what the
Don't
fuck?
get tied down or look after
Whatever,
yourself.
I'm gonna go snitch. Right. Oh, right, the sprint button. I forgot Fable 1 has a different control scheme. It's the only game in the fucking series that's like this.
Trade goods.
Right.
With some, I run his house, bring up his children, if you find him.
I will snitch.
You
I
have?
forget if you can play both
Right.
sides in this. Like,
I'm gonna
if your
turn him
father
into
actually
both,
gives
thank
you
you.
a,
You-
Yeah, you can totally play both sides. Sick.
Wait till I get
Oh, thank goodness. Listen, lad, could you do me a favor? I've got to, you know, answer a call of nature. Oh, stay here and watch this stock for me. There's a good lad. Just stand between those two stacks and don't move. I'll
Yeah,
put a
see,
good
I don't
word in
understand
for
this
you when I
either.
get
Like,
back.
why doesn't you just take a piss over on your own property? B, the fuck am I
Right,
gonna do
what?
if someone comes along wanting to actually touch your shit? You know?
My cousin says that the barrels in these
And what do you do at
warehouses might
night?
stuff
Do you
in
have a
'em.
fucking on-guard security you call to fucking just sit here all night and make sure nothing gets robbed? There's only 30 people in this town.
Quick!
Not even
bodies
that, as
away.
far as I can
Smash
tell,
these
because the
barrels up
fucking
and see what's
the town hasn't been
inside.
expanded yet. If I remember correctly, it doesn't get expanded until after
Unless you're too scared.
the events of
Unless
your
you're just a
childhood.
big
So it's
blabbing
just like these
girl.
5 buildings.
Come on!
Yeah, fuck you.
Let's go and break stuff. You're just gonna stand there like a little...
I forget if you can get to max evil without leaving the tutorial. I kind of want to try. It stops you from wearing headgear, which isn't helpful. But, you know.
Wouldn't you
I forget how much evil it takes to get to max. I think it's 400. I know you can get to evil before you leave the Heroes Guild. Not just because you can kill an infinite number of sparrows, which also gets you money, which, well, not helpful since you only get 2 pieces of gold per sparrow, or robin. I don't actually remember the specific bird type, but if you're gonna be grinding for max evil at the beginning anyway, you know, it's, you know, worthwhile to at the very least get 2 things out of it. There's no real actual point to grinding to max evil at the beginning, aside from the fact that it gives you
Excellent,
access
thanks,
to
lad.
some of
You've
the
done me a
evil
big
spells
favour.
right away. And I think it lets you
I'll let
use
your
the
dad know
steal
what a
emote
splendid watchman you made.
in the early part of the game, which can get you some good items, assuming, you know, you get lucky and there's some good stuff on display at the shop. Which isn't always the case.
There's a little swine. I'm going after him.
Stupid little idiots.
What are you doing?
Does that
I'm
reload?
sorry. I'll
Nope,
leave him
I
alone.
might still
Just
get
please don't
fucking
hit me again.
bagged. Shit.
Thank
I want to
you.
see if I can do the full
You
trip
stopped
without
him
getting
good.
stopped by the cops.
Thank you. Here, I'll let you
I think
look
they run
after
slightly
Rosie.
faster than
She'll
you,
be
though.
safe with you.
Ah! Piss off, Fuzz. Okay, so that was... I think I should have 4 pieces of gold. I forget what the last, thing is.
I'm a but if you think that. Look, well,
Sick. Yeah, because you can get a maximum of 5 pieces of gold, I think. The cop's still chasing me. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to go the other way. Oh, fuck, I'm not gonna make it. Can I fucking, shove the tutorial without getting fucking caught by the police? Would it be faster to go this way? I think he's gonna cut me off. Okay, so one cop's up here. Did the other one follow me upstairs? That's the important question. Because if he did, he won't be down here to nag me. But if he stayed down there, yeah, no, he stayed down there. Shit. And the other one, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. Because he's still up there, right? He was at the gate. The question is, how long does their... Yeah, okay. It depends on what the proximity is on them catching me. If it's within, like, fucking 6 feet, I might be able to dupe him. I don't think I'll be able to, though, because I think he's just going to cut me off as soon as I try getting past him.
That's fine. I'm going after him.
You never can tell with that kid. Hello, lad. Some little tendency. He just a guarantee. Young sir.
Ah, let's go. Oh, no, wait, this isn't going to be... Because the other guy's just going to come around. Shit. Where was he? Ha! My crimes will never be
Hello, little
punished.
brother. I hope you haven't forgotten what day it is, like you did last year. I'm sorry if I woke you up last night. It was another of those dreams. I was standing in this
I forgot
field
that
when
fucking
something
she's your
happened,
older
but
sister,
I can't remember what. Never mind that,
who
though.
conveniently
I'm
looks
still
nothing
waiting
like
for my
you, having
present.
red hair and blue eyes.
I knew you were going to bring me
Which, if I
chocolates.
remember correctly, the
It's
mother
just like my
also doesn't
dream.
have.
Come on,
I
let's
mean, you
go
find
home.
her and she's super old
Mother will
and
be
like
back from my
tortured,
party
so
any minute
her
now.
physical details aren't exactly obvious, but, you know. Also, you know what sucks about the Xbox version of this game? You can't play on hero mode,
Wait, there's
where the
something
game's
wrong.
actually challenging and you don't have infinite lives. Because let's be honest, no fucking person has ever beaten this game with anything fewer than 5 extra lives. Never mind the fact that you can carry 10. I know it's actually technically 9, but I count the life you start with, so it's 10.
Got one.
I don't remember if this was shocking even in 2001.
Evil
The
had come
frame
to
rate and the
Oakvale.
resolution on this FMV
Bandits wielding
is
torches
also
and
really
steel,
bad because they
slaying
didn't
and
update it at
burning
all.
all
It's
in
the
their power.
exact same FMV from 2001, just with like the color saturation turned up a little
Blood
bit.
red flames lit the night as the villagers screamed
Which
and
is
begged
weird
for
because
mercy.
Fable Anniversary is
soon,
actually kind
their
of color
bodies filled the
compared to
streets.
the original.
Then the raiders.
These murals are
reached
sick
the
though.
last
They make for
house,
good posters. I don't
where
think
the
they ever
boy
made
and
posters
his
out of
family
them.
lived.
The ones with Jack of
It was
Blades
then
I'd buy and put in my
they
room.
had
as they
slaughtered
did.
so many to find.
They're in Fable too, kind of.
The
Only the
father
ones that don't
fought
have
to
any
protect
like,
his kin,
choices specific
but he
to
was
the
no
player are
warrior.
in there.
And fell
I
mortally
think.
wounded.
I know the good ending mural.
The
is in
bandits ripped
Fable
the house
2, but
apart,
it's been like partially
but could
destroyed
not
because you
find
go
the
to the
boy.
Chamber of Fate at the end or the start of Fable 2 and at the end of this
Through
game.
torture
rather than the
and
waypoint
threats,
in
his
this
mother
game.
and sister remained silent.
And
their
the
furious
murals
attackers
throughout the game are in
took
there,
them
but the
both.
ones in Fable 2 that aren't canon aren't on the walls anymore, if I remember correctly. But canonicity between the Fable games has always been all
From
over
the
the
nearby
place because
woods,
they keep hiring.
the boy
They kept hiring
watched
new
as all he
writers,
knew was
which is
taken
why
away.
the book Fable: The
His whole
Balverine
life
Code, which is a
was
good
crushed to
book, is
ashes.
also like it makes no fucking
He
sense
was
because it
alone.
retcons a bunch of important shit about Fable 1, or not Fable 1, Fable 2, specifically that Hammer is not a guy. It might have been like a jab at the fact that she's so heavily muscular, but in Fable 2, or sorry, Fable the Balverine Code, when they go to the Tomb of the Heroes that are supposed to be the heroes from Fable 2, they talk about fucking the hero's strength and his sword, despite the fact that, you know, Hammer was, you know, a fucking 12-foot tall woman using a hammer, and she was very much the hero of strength. They get the details about Reaver correct, but not the ones about fucking, oh god, what the hell is his name from Fable 2? The fucking hero of Will? I can't remember. He was really cool, I remember. Even though he gets almost no screen time. Because the back half of Fable 2 is, like, goes by in a snap.
We must leave. It's not safe here. They're all dead. You don't want to join them, do you? Then give me your hand.
He's not even fucking looking at me. I think they really messed up some of like the characters' eyes don't move in their heads in this game. They're like flat pieces of their model. It's so weird.
I thought you'd have a stronger stomach than that.
Like the characters in Fable Anniversary are the least like they
Save
have
your energy,
no
boy.
expression
It's
whatsoever.
not me you want to fight. You might not realize it, but I just saved your life. There's nothing left for you in Oakvale. And if you'd stayed, you'd be as dead as the rest of them. Come with me. My name is Maze.
Yeah, I keep forgetting
I'm
that
the head
he's
of the
the
Guild
leader
of
of the Heroes Guild,
You must have heard
not
of
the
it.
guild master.
You'll find no
Kind of makes me wonder what the
in
point of
all
a guild
Albion,
master is, but I guess
nor a
Maze
better
doesn't
place
actually
to call
spend a
your
lot of
home.
time in his actual
And if it's vengeance
facility.
you want, you'll
The
need
Heroes
the
Guild's
training
cool. It's
only we
appropriately
can offer.
fantasy-like. It's way too small for its
Here we
suggested
are.
fucking population.
I'll
though,
introduce you to the
of
guild
like
master.
50 to 60
He'll be your
people at
guide
any given
from now
time.
on.
Fable is a series that I feel like would be awesome if they just took everything in it a step further and stopped making it so cartoonishly
I have a new student for
fucking
you.
unserious
Put him in the dorm
most of
upstairs
the time, you
with
know?
the girl.
You don't look much like hero material to me, but Maze
He
knows
said
what
to
he's
what
doing,
could
I suppose.
might quite
Well,
possibly
follow
be
me
the
then.
strongest hero to ever live. Because William Black is definitely important, but he only got weaker as he grew older, and now he's like a weird flesh necromancer zombie person.
We'll be sharing this room with Whisper, one of our brightest young pupils. She's playing in
Like
the
the
woods
tattoo
right
on his
now,
fucking head looks
but
like
you'll meet
shit
her
in this
the
version of
morning.
the game. I don't
By now
understand.
you should get some sleep.
And it's not just because I'm
Your
playing it on
training
console.
starts tomorrow.
This looks exactly the same on PC. It's like, it looks better at a glance, but every time you like look closer at something, the texture quality is actually worse than the original version of the game. And there's no fucking consistency in the art style. Because like, it looks like they look at a bunch of individual objects and
It's
tried to
time
make
to
them look
wake
better,
up.
but didn't think about
You
how
must
those
be my
objects would
roommate.
look together when placed in the same room.
Shorter than I expected.
I would
My
be playing
name's
the Lost
Whisper.
chapters, but my copy
I've
of
been
it is
here for a
broken,
month.
and I don't want to
Had
play
the
it on
room to
PC
myself till
because
now,
the PC
too.
version has a ton of
But
problems.
that's all right. You know you talk in your sleep. Sounded
And
like
I'll be
a bad
honest,
nightmare.
Fable plays much
Happens
better
to
with
a
a
lot the
controller
first
than
week.
mouse and keyboard, even
Some don't
though
even
the
last
mouse
that
and
long.
keyboard lets you do some
You
things
won't
that are
either
pretty
if you
useful.
don't get moving. The guildmaster is waiting for us in the map room.
Especially
You
with
don't
the
want to
pub
be late on your
games,
first
because
day.
you can use the
Follow me.
freeze time or slow time spell during the pub games, which actually affects the pub game's speed. And the only place you can't do it is in Bowerstone, which is the one
like the
pub
guildmaster
game
got
that would
tired of
require
waiting
you to
for
use
you.
the slow time
He's
spell the
probably at the
most.
training grounds across
I have
the
no
river.
idea what the
Let's go.
explanation for why you can't use slow time in Bowerstone is. I'm sure there's a reason for it. Like how in the prison you can't use your magic because something about the material used in the construction of the prison prevents people from using magic. Like the stone is unique or something, which is interesting, but kind of stupid. Because you'd think, why would they not use that in defensive parts of the fucking town, or like to prevent fucking bandits that use magic from attacking people? Because there are bandits that can use will. Because despite the fact that being a quote-unquote hero in the Fable universe is genetic,
This is the entrance
because
to the
of
Guild Woods. I heard giant beetles
all
live
heroes that can use will in Fable are descended from William Black, who was the first Archon. Archon being Lord, being hero. Because William Black, back when the Elder Gods, specifically Jack in the Court of Blades, fucking infiltrated our dimension, he stole Jack's sword, and apparently touching it for even a single second made him strong enough to beat Jack in a one-on-one fight and fucking kick the goddamn court back to their home dimension. Even though they didn't appear to want to be here in the first place, given the fact that everything Jack is doing in this game is just to get out of this fucking dimension because he hates it so much.
Now then.
So it's implied that if I were to pick up that sword, I would become the strongest living creature in the entire universe, given the sword itself is so goddamn strong. So logically speaking, shouldn't anything you hit with it like burst into a spray of blood within 10 seconds? I forgot they track your kills in this game. Also, that dummy had a fucking experience orb, which means that it was a living creature with thoughts and memories. I don't know how to feel about that. That's kind of fucked.
It's very important that you collect these orbs, or you won't learn anything. Now pick it up.
I will say the experience orbs in Fable 1 are not nearly as satisfying as the orbs in Fable 2.
Now then, tomorrow we'll... That's the guild alarm. Sounds like there might be something loose in the woods. This is a good opportunity to test your
I keep forgetting the rest of the world just fucking freezes when you talk to people.
While you deal with the problem.
It's like Fallout, but
Once
Fallout's
you're
in
done, we
first
can talk about
person, so you
starting
don't
your
notice it as much. Also, yeah, you know, never mind the fact that it could be like a dangerous monster or some shit in there. Just send me, actual 10-year-old child, to go deal with it. But yeah, the reason why I'm playing this and trying to get it over with as quickly as possible is, while I like Fable 1, I've played Fable 1 so fucking times, there's like literally no replay value. Bleh. Oh man, my fucking brain is killing itself. There is no replay value in Fable 1 for me, especially given the fact that there aren't really any meaningful choices to make in Fable 1. It's really just what abilities do you want, and which of the named characters do you want to kill in your playthrough. The only stuff that's actually worth doing in a consecutive replay is opening all the demon doors and opening all of the, or getting all the silver key chests. Because you can't actually get every silver key chest in a playthrough if you miss certain things. Like, you have to do Lady Grey's questline on the evil side in order to get all the silver keys, because one of them is an area that is a boss fight that you can't do if you play the game normally. Which fucking reminds me, I need to pull up my silver key list before I fucking continue, because I don't remember where all of them are. I only remember where about half of them are, and some of them are timed, or you can miss. Like, I think there's one in Bargate Prison.
Good work, lad. Those beetles can be a damn nuisance. Here, I think you've earned yourself some pocket money for that. If you
we
want
go.
more gold, I'm sure the servants could use your help with something. Or you can get an early night. Come and see.
Like, would you
look
like to
tired
leave your
after killing
childhood
those
behind?
beetles.
It's like, that seems like a rather drastic thing to say to me after I've been here for less than 12 hours. And no, there are quests that I want to do. I don't think there are any food items in this game that drastically change the amount of, like, experience you can get, like in Fable 2, but...
Listen, I have to make an apple pie for the guildmaster at the end of the week.
So you're gathering apples now, in a world pre-fucking, preservation technique.
But I can't find any more red apples. I only need another 4.
Well, thankfully, the
find
only
enough, can you
fucking
bring them
trees
back
in this
here?
entire game are
reward
apple
you.
trees. Apple trees are just oak
Thanks.
trees, right?
Thank you so much. The guildmaster will get his pie. Here, have this.
Nice. Actually, if I remember correctly, fruit pies in general aren't actually that good for you. Also, yeah, this is the servants' quarters, where they sleep on wood pallets, apparently. And they have nothing to steal. Which is disappointing, but, you know, not unexpected. Oh yeah, don't these guys have that fucking challenge to, beat them at the fucking foot race or whatever?
We're discussing whether I'm the fastest apprentice in this guild. I ran to the demon door and back in 50 seconds. Beat that. Right then, get to the...
If I remember correctly, this isn't that hard to do with the exception of the bridge at the end of the thing, where if you, either get stuck on one of these NPCs, or the geometry of the bridge to the demon door is really shit, so you can get stuck on it if you don't run in the exact center. I also forget if you have to... Yeah, that is the exact problem I was talking about. I'm probably not going to make it now. Damn, that sucks. There's no real point in doing this. Oh, you bastard.
I did it in 50... That's amazing.
Literally last
How did
second.
You do it? I lost my bet.
Yeah, you barely get anything from that.
Big deal. Running's for idiots anyway.
How old are you? Like 20? Whatever.
That showed you, didn't it?
Literally haven't met this guy in my life, showed up to ruin his day.
The journey's length is of no consequence.
See, there's
The
William.
oracle
He's
must
like a
be
million
protected.
goddamn years old. He's survived
How can
multiple
you be so
apocalypses.
sure? We might
Apocalypse.
need you here. Who knows?
But
what
anyway,
battles we
like I
might
was saying
face.
earlier, I'm mostly just
signs
trying to get
are
this out of the way
strong
quick so I can play Fable 2, because I've been wanting to play Fable 2 again for a really long time.
Isolated from the
I used to
guild.
play Fable 2 a lot. I
There is
fucking
much
nearly
I may
perfected it
learn
on my
there.
old account.
Well,
Except for
I
the
hope
fact that it
nobody
requires a
thinks
fuck
you're
ton of
running away from
multiplayer
a fight,
achievements.
trying to
And
cheat
the
death
multiplayer in
again.
Fable 2, I'm
You know
pretty
how
sure is shut
people
down,
talk.
even though it was peer-to-peer.
Talk is of no
Because it used to be you
matter
could
me.
walk around and see hero orbs of
May
other
death
players playing,
close his eyes
and back
to
in the
you
day, there
ways.
used to be a lot of hero orbs. Nowadays, you're lucky if
What
you
are you
see a
waiting
single
for?
one.
Come in. That was Scythe. He was a great hero once, back when he had flesh on
He
his
was
bones
the
and
hero
blood in
once,
his
as
veins.
in the first,
He's just a shell now. What does he know of the choices we have to make?
and he has
what it
vanished
takes
off to
to
the
get things
DLC.
done?
I forget how the Lost Chapters was fucking put into the game originally, because it was on a different disc. But there wasn't really DLC. Also, the fact that these are the 2 books in his fucking bookshelf is like the most signposted shit in the world. I will say I don't like the fact that I have to fucking claw grip this controller in order to
I don't know how he did it. I always win guild competitions.
fucking run around, because this game does not have intuitive sprint controls. It's hold the A button, and I think that's true in all of the games. Man, that
You
guy
look
fucking
tired
blends
after
in,
killing
holy
the-
shit.
Your training is about to begin. But you have many hard years of tasks and preparations beforehand. The guild was
The
now
fact
the
that you
boy's
can just
life.
fucking, like,
The memory of the
skip over your
Oakvale
childhood in
flames still
5
scorched
seconds.
his mind, but soon he had no thought other than training, and he became stronger and more agile with every passing year. His days were filled with grueling exercises, the
Also
nights
the only
with
game in which you
study
get to
in
have
the
a bow.
library.
It doesn't really add anything to the game,
Finally,
I just thought it was
he was
neat.
ready to become a
The
guild
fact that you can't
apprentice,
fist fight people in
just
the other
as
games
May
does
had
suck
foreseen.
though. Especially since
The real
the
training
fucking
was
citizens
about
in
to
Fable
begin.
2 and 3, you lose rep with them if you pull out a sword while standing next to them, which is
Get out of
bullshit.
bed, lazy
In
bones.
Fable
You
1,
were
not only does
supposed
that
to meet
not
the
happen, if you
guildmaster
kill
on
an
the other
enemy
side
in
of the
front of
river.
them, you get
But
bonus
that was an
reputation
hour
for saving
ago.
their life.
We better
They don't
get
just
going.
arbitrarily hate
Race
you
you there.
because you're holding a sword. It's so fucking shit. I forget if there's any benefit to beating Whisper there other than fucking saying that she sucks. Because she does. She does suck.
Late again. You can put that old stick
Yeah, I've been training
away.
with this stick for
We'll
fucking
begin
14
training with
goddamn
real
years.
weapons now. Get used to the weight of this
And this is the
sword.
first time I'm getting to
And
hold a
let's see if
sword.
you can hit
And I'm
Whisper
using it
with
to
it.
beat Whisper's smug ass face in. Ugh. He says it's a fucking standard sword, but that sword looks a little bit posh to me. Just saying.
Come on then.
It's also
Let's see what you've
enormous.
got,
This is a
farm boy.
claymore, not a fucking longsword. Yeah, fuck you, Whisper.
Is that the best you've got?
Come on, lad. Now pay attention. What I'm about to teach you
It's
could
been
well save your
over a
life one day.
decade, and this is the
The
first
life of a
combat
hero
lesson
is
I'm
a
getting.
dangerous
Says a
one,
lot
and you
about this
must learn
guild.
to
This
block
must be
your
a
enemy's
scam.
attacks
How much
if
is
you
my
expect
tuition
to live
fee?
long. Whisper will try to hit you, but you can
Maybe
block
my
her
sword is
attacks
glowing
with
with
your sword.
ephemeral sex
Not all
energy.
blows can be
Clearly,
blocked,
this is a
but you
result
should
of
be
my
able to handle
personage and
anything
not my
Whisper can.
training. Oh, I forgot about that.
Don't let her attacks through, boy.
Yeah, and there's fucking cardinal direction rolling.
I'll hit you next time.
Yeah, the
Well
combat
done.
was definitely a little
Now
bit more
let's see if you can
sophisticated
combine
in
attack
Fable 1,
and
but it was
defense.
nowhere near spectacular. There were better games out at the same
hello,
time.
Thunder. Come to check on your sister's progress, have you?
Thunder's a punk,
You could say that. Whisper told me you've got
and
a
not in the
training
cool
with
way.
some
He gets his
fine
ass
boy.
kicked by everyone, and he's
Maze
washed up
thinks
by the
boy
time
has
he's 30.
great potential.
Enough to keep up with my Whisper. Ha!
Well, why don't we see?
I mean, this is
Whisper and the
basically a
boy are just
magic
working on their
orphanage.
melee skills now.
If you
All
really
right,
care about your
children,
sister, shouldn't you
let's
be
see who's
teaching her to
learned the
be,
most
like,
in their
good at her
training.
job?
This'll be a no
Especially given the
holds
fact that if I
barred
take all the good guy
just
quests,
like your
she
final
unilaterally
melee
will
test.
take the evil
Prepare
ones.
yourselves.
Whatever. It doesn't matter, because canonically she survives everything
Training any nice young men?
that happens in
Lucky
this
shot.
game. Fuck you,
That's all
Whisper.
wrong, Whisper. You need to practice more. Shame you couldn't see me fight in the arena. You might have learned a thing or two.
Yeah, it's only on the
Keep
other side of the
training if you
goddamn
want to
world.
go there yourself one day.
I could have beaten him if you hadn't stopped us.
You didn't hit me a single time.
We have few enough heroes as it is, without the two of you tearing each other apart in training. Speaking of which, meet me as I make my way to the archery range, when you're ready to continue your lessons. Oh, and about your melee performance? Excellent.
That fucking feels
Fight like that in
sentence
your
mixed
melee exam
almost.
and you'll do well.
Boss, you just killed a child. Excellent work, boss. That's why you're the best. The one and only. So
Then meet
stupid.
me by the archery range to continue your training.
Whatever. Where's the combat adjudicator? Or does he not show up until I finish the thing? Because I can see him on the mini-map. Hurry up and get the fuck over here. I wish you could get their black outfit. It looks a lot cooler than the apprentice
Any apprentices
one.
want to practice? Right. This melee combat against Whisper.
I like that it's against Whisper specifically, which implies every student has to beat the shit out of her to pass.
Right. Let's get Whisper and you in the ring. Same rules as before. I have a special prize for you if you manage an A+.
There's no excuse to not get the fucking...
All right, you can stop now. That was very impressive.
Whisper, you
should be
failed. Go
ashamed.
back to
A+.
basics.
That grade means I can award you a new weapon.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's from Samarkand. Totally not Japan and also the Middle East. That handle is disgusting, though. It doesn't even really look like a katana, either. It's a cool design if they slimmed it down a bit. I mean, look how fucking enormous this thing is. It's mostly
you really
handle.
showed Whisper.
Are you ready?
I remember being
Let's
a lot
continue
better
our
at the
training
fucking
with the bow.
archery test back in the day. Not the case now, unfortunately. Yeah, this is the kind of bow you would use.
To begin with,
I mean,
see
never
if
mind
you
the
can
fact
hit
that
the
it's a
three
fucking
stationary
compound bow.
And put
But
some
this is the
effort
kind of
into
bow
it.
you would use
The longer you pull back your bowstring, the more damage you will cause. But make sure
for
you
just
stay
shooting
within
in
the
a
circle.
large group of people, not to hit like a specific target. If I remember correctly, the middle one is the one you want to go for, because it's the one you're most
Well
likely
done.
to hit.
You hit all.
Yeah, great. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a fucking,
Get your bow out.
yeah, get out of here.
Marvelous.
I think you need to get over 100 to qualify for the
Master, training any nice young men.
that vibration's getting a little annoying.
There goes the tough old guild master.
Good choice of shots, especially for a first attempt.
Man. Rude.
Next, we will learn about the ways of the will. Speak to me when you're ready to continue with your training.
I will say,
I'll be
calling it
heading to the
Will is a
island
cooler
battle.
name than just magic or mana or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It'd probably be better just to do it manually, right? Oh, I forgot there was a fucking double zoom.
I'm the skill grader.
Fuck you.
Archery grading. Any apprentices for archery grading?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Now the guildmaster's asked. And if you get an A+, you've got 1 minute.
Yeah, let's see. Damn. It might be better to get it on the rebound. Yeah, probably. What the fuck was that shit?
That was superb!
You saw that thing bounce, right? Lame.
Wow! You set a new high score! Wow! I ain't never seen any better than that! You got an A+! The Guildmaster said if anyone shot
So
brilliant,
fuck the rest
I
of the
could award
students,
them
right?
less.
Because you're not stocking up on these high quality fucking weapons just for any old student to use, right? Or rather,
Whew, that was some fancy shooting.
there are going to be no consecutive winners in this
Really
capacity.
showed Whisper.
There's just the will left to learn.
Oh yeah, I need to fucking load up with
It's
the
time
demon
to
doors
learn about
are, too.
will
Shit,
powers.
I don't remember.
We'll begin by striking these strong dummies with lightning. All right, let's see what you've got.
Yep. That's weird.
That's it. See how many you can hit in half
I
a
wonder
minute.
why it wasn't fucking working
Only
there.
attack dummies that are facing the center of the island. You won't get any points for hitting one on the back. You'll only waste valuable mana. Using your willpowers depletes your mana, and once used, it takes time to replenish.
Yeah, this whole challenge is kind of stupid. Especially since there's a pretty highly limited,
Excellent use of magic. Well done.
fucking Christ.
Very good, lad. You have learnt the 3 hero disciplines. We can now move on to your final test if you're ready. Or you can spend some more time exploring the guild. I believe Whisper is about to go into the guild.
Yeah, it's only
If you wish
fucking
to
the middle of
join
the
her.
goddamn night. Even though I've been out here for 20 minutes.
Very well. I'll be in the map room when you're ready to continue.
Do I even have a fishing pole? Whatever. Alright. Yeah, I know. Thank you, video game. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have one yet. And I'm still waiting for the jackass to get over here so I can fucking do the will. Even if it takes the rest of the goddamn year.
Any apprentices need will training?
I like how it says you're
You've
an
got 30
apprentice, but you're not
seconds
really
once you first
apprenticing
cast
under
lightning
any
to
individual
hit as
person.
many targets as you
Very
can.
stupid.
There's a special prize for A+ students, you know.
Okay, I guess. I feel like there's a pretty hard maximum on how much you can fucking get. You know?
That's astonishing. Bloody hell. A+. The Guildmaster said to award these items to anyone who excelled at the will test.
Yeah, I think that one permanently expands your fucking amount of will you have. This item, however, is astonishing. Like, that should be, like, infinitely expensive in this universe, yet somehow it isn't. The fact that it isn't is fucking weird. You know?
You really showed Whisper.
Yep, and the fucking UI still bugs, because you saw in my menu where it was supposed to show my person, it showed a goddamn screenshot of the game as is. I don't know why it's broken, but it's been broken on Xbox pretty much as long as I can remember.
The beetle nest is just at the top of the... Wait. Did you hear that? It's coming from over there.
You mean the obvious bandits?
Bandits. If only we could get across that stream. I know. Why don't you use your bow? Or some of that lightning the Guildmaster taught you?
Yeah, because that's how lightning works,
I'll
right?
heal
It
you
just
if you
fucking
get hurt.
arcs to wherever you want. Whatever. Meanwhile, Whisper will just stand here doing fuck all, apparently.
We did it!
Yeah, we killed those
Did you see the look on
guys.
their faces? Wait till the Guildmaster hears about this.
Completely unprovoked. They may not even have been bandits. Do I have a fishing rod? I don't think I do. Yeah, I think I need to go buy one. Damn. Oh well.
Whew, that was some fancy shooting.
Oh yeah, and there's the guy who wants me to kill sparrows, right? I forget how much money he offers you for them. It's like not worth doing because it takes too long.
Oh, these bloody birds. I need someone to kill the sparrows nesting around the guild. Disgusting vermin. Those damn sparrows are making a right mess of the guild. Just look at them. I'll pay you 5 gold for everyone you kill. Just come and see me every time you kill another one.
Yeah, this is a good way to get your fucking evil points up if you want to. It's also a pretty good way to get some money right away if you know there's an item you want that you otherwise... Right, wrong button. The fuck? Death. You killed a sparrow. Yeah, there's literally no point to actually doing this. It's very stupid. Forget how you put your weapons away. Am I playing on Fable? What's the control option? Yeah, Fable's... No, traditional. Why the fuck would I ever not play on fucking traditional? I was wondering, because I remembered it being the B button. To fucking... Yeah, good. Can I go to the shop yet? Because I want to buy a spade and a fucking... Sick. Yes, I would like to buy things. Oh, I guess you don't have any... Interesting. Because 70 is the sell price, right? Yeah, I forget what the specifics are for that. Man, the fucking first 20-something years of your character's life just go by like that.
But there was always more to learn. For years, the guild was his home, his school, and his life. But as time passed, his thoughts returned always to the world outside. The life he had lost, the family that had been torn from him. At last, only the final day of tests remained. Success would mark the end of his training. He would receive the guild seal and be free to forge his own destiny. He would become a hero. Before you graduate, there is one final test you must complete. Enter the guild woods and go to the log at the top of the hill.
My character looks like he's fucking 40.
Revealed to you there. Good luck.
I will say this tutorial is pretty tedious. Definitely not a highlight of the game.
How you pass the final test then? It's simple. You must defeat me, using all you've learned in your years of training.
It's not really a challenge, let's be honest.
We'll begin with your sword.
But hey, you've got a fancy purple coat.
If you can. Ah, a good strike. Go on, fight me. Very good.
Don't get too close.
Now, shoot me with your bow.
Very stupid.
Don't get too...
I forgot. Yeah, how do I put that on? I forget how you do it untraditional, actually. Hold on. Yeah, it's supposed to be... Oh, the bumper's just broken. That's why it wasn't working.
A good strike. Well done.
Because I was pressing the bumper, I was just confused. I think I'm gonna have to pull the buttons off this controller and like clean them or something. Because there's some like the A button and now the bumper isn't working. I was playing Call of Duty earlier, and there was some kind of issue with that. Very irritating. Great. Because it's supposed to be... because you're supposed to be able to use magic while the other weapons are equipped. So I guess this just isn't... That's very irritating. What a test.
That's enough. Yes. Quite impressive for a novice. You will find real battles rather more fatal than this. But
I mean,
you
yeah, I
have
killed
passed
3
your
people
final test,
however many years
and
ago
you're
that
ready to
was.
receive your guild seal from the guild master.
I was running circles around the cops in my hometown. You don't know me. Anyway. Do I have a fishing rod yet? Fuck no, I don't. Whatever. I forget, do I have to go to Bowerstone first?
Well, this is the day, lad.
I remember the first night you came to us. And look at you now.
Maze's faith.
I mean, yeah, it was only fucking 20 goddamn years ago.
Now, come along.
God,
The graduation
fucking
ceremony
damn
will
it.
take place in the Chamber of Fate, the oldest part of the guild. Let the apprentices approach. For many years now, you have worked hard to earn yourselves the title of hero. Today, that apprenticeship ends and you go out into the world to do great deeds. Deeds that will bring you the gratitude of thousands, or strike fear into their hearts. These are dark times. The shadows of Albion are stirring, and strange winds are blowing. Your choices, whether they lead you down the path of good or evil, will change the face of the world. Now, take your guild seals and venture forth as heroes. It's time for you to leave us, lad. But you're still very much part of the guild.
On the map table, you will find details of any quests the people of Albion wish heroes to perform.
And you'll need to return often to focus all your experience into new skills. Only by doing this regularly will you advance as a hero.
Step into the light, and I'll show you how to do this. Step into the light, and I'll show you how to do this. Step into the light, and I'll show you how to do this. Step into the light, and I'll show you how
Cat
to
just
do
knocked down
this.
fucking everything downstairs. Blah. I will say, I do like this leveling up system a lot more than the other games. Now I need... you. And I need... summon, which takes a lot.
There is little else for me to teach you, but I will
Man,
always be
Assassin
around to
Rush
offer
is
you
good in all of
guidance.
the games, actually.
And
I don't
your
think it's
guild seal
in
will allow me to communicate with you at all
3
times.
so much,
You will
because, yeah,
also notice
because
it
slow
flashing
time
when
is a
you have enough
spell,
experience to
not a
spend.
spell, a potion in
I
3,
have
which
given you a
sucks.
basic pack of supplies.
Um,
It'll be enough for a while.
Because the two
Now
best
there's
weapons in
a
Fable 2
whole
are
world for you to
summon
explore.
swords and slow time, period. Chaos is cool, but I could never get it to really work, even though there are achievements related to it. Lamp acquired.
Check the guild.
Oh, did the cutscene happen while I wasn't here? That's stupid. Yeah, my cat knocked over everything, so I had to leave. And there are these quests you're not actually allowed to do. This one being interesting, actually, because that's directly related to the main story. And this one is kill the fucking rioters, a la Armored Core. Well, we'll tackle that next time.